And welcome back to Morrpix Plays GreedFall Part 5. As you see, I changed my jacket. I gave him my hand-me-downs. And then that's the captain. Alright, so... what was I doing last time? So, we seen that crafting table. We went to the tavern. We went to the coin guard barracks, the family warehouses, the Bridge Alliance, and then the land, the Fontaine family house. So we went to all of these places. Mr. D. Circulon. In the villain's den, we went there too. So let's go here real quick. Go talk to him up there. My fire sword. Can I talk to you? Don't worry, I put my sword away. No? Can I talk to you?
I wish you a good day, Your Excellence. There are so many dead people. Even if we did find an antidote to the Malicor, I do not know if our city will ever be able to come back from it. I must go home. My son is sick.
Alright, Mr. D. Court Leon.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood.
Right?
But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Yeah.
What will be your official title on Tier-Free? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Yeah, that's it.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Did you say anything different?
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
What will be your official title on Tier-Free?
Come now, I am there, but also your help.
It's always a...
Alright, yeah. I didn't
need
think
to
it
be
would
leaving.
be anything else.
I've quite...
Alright, shut up. Alright, let's go back to this. So, I know we need to go over here. I know we need to do that. That's raising the anchor, so we don't want to do that yet. So, let's go over here first. And then we'll do the other stuff. Is there anything up here to investigate? Take that, take that, take that. Nothing back there. And the cut. Oh, that's the map. There's definitely a way to sprint. I just forgot it because it's been a little bit. What's down now? There will be things down there. fire off my sword.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Anybody else in here? Clear the room, gents. Clear the room. Smuggler's Journal. I have 2 new clients. They want to go to Al Sade, and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I think I can get them onto a ship inconspicuously, but we will have to be cautious, and I hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I will hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbor office where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Okay. I mean, I can still interrogate him. Anything over there? No. Still gonna talk to him.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Explain your face tattoos.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. 1 drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Okay, let's ask about the captain.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Alright.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Alright, so let's go to the other spot. And find out what this other person knows. Oh, there we go. Just needed a second. I knew I'd figure it out. Where is this at? Man, I totally went the wrong way. Let's go back. My bad. Hey, my guy.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Let's see. Let's ask about the cabin boy.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Uh-huh.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night you disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had it the other day, in the town then when we left. Well, those brutes...
Why didn't you intervene? Did you report?
Unfortunately, the captain.
Sorry, the wrong button.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Alright. Let's ask about Captain Vasco.
Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Alright, let's get out of here.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Let's lift the veil then, homeboy. I mean, homie. I mean, me. Alright, so let's go there. Sorry if I've been a little extra quiet right now. I got a text from my friend, and my Steelers just acquired Minka Fitzpatrick, which is a shock. And being a huge Alabama fan, I'm all for it. It's just going to be interesting to see where he fits and who he replaces as a starter, because he should be a starter immediately. Was that loot? No. That wasn't loot. Alright, let's bust in the door. Boom! What you know?
Sire, I'm sorry.
Hello, sir.
What else you know?
My apologies, but I do not have the strength to chat today.
Do you know who I am?
Tavern Keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Ask about... No, I asked about that before.
I'm looking for a Nort. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Nort, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Okay.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
No, you unhelpful.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Here he goes, right here.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
I just told you he disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant
Oh.
came in.
Ah.
With a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Let's see.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Alright, let's go. Get out of here, away from the dancing chicks. By the embassy, you say, so we gotta run this way. Can I say anything to you? No, you're not gonna say nothing to me, though. So it's funny, I used to watch Markiplier play all the time, and I used to be like, I don't know how he remembers how to go everywhere, and then now I've got decent at remembering how to go everywhere.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Enter, please.
Might I help you, sir?
What?
I need to be going. Farewell.
Oh, not going. Where's she at? Upstairs? I've been in this house. That's why I know where to go. I've seen you before, remember?
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Right?
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Yeah.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Okay.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
That's very interesting. There was something else I
Excuse
could
me,
ask you
madam,
about.
but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Man, respect and kiss my ass. That's some bull. There was another question I wanted to ask. My uncle runs this bitch. Alright. So... Alright. So let's learn more about this Naught contracts. I can't go this way. Why do you let me go this way if I can't go this way? I'm gonna run back around this way because I can't go that way. Don't you walk in my way. Move the hell out my way. You move. Let's get and learn about the Naught contracts. Contricityx. Contracts. Move. I'm more important than you. Let me talk to this dude.
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
No, ask about...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up, to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Naughts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naught. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Gotta ask your boy for some information and figure out where he's at. Definitely not going on board yet, so...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naught?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk to the Corsellion. Or whatever his name was. Whatever his name was.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
You can ask me about this.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Naughts.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance. Via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Alright, let's go talk to the old chick again and tell it, where the hell did you appear from? Back, Satan. Oh. Give me the loot, give me the loot, give me leather, please. What's this? Poorly written notice to the family of the rich man who provoked us. We have him and we will kill him if you don't pay us handsomely. Come with full purse to the alley south of the old warehouse district. I'm getting turned around a little bit after I just said that I can know where I'm going. I kinda know where I'm going. Don't you pull your weapon on me. I knew where I was going. Oh. Note to the attention of the servant. I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there is enough food for everyone. And be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Let's go talk to her. Just because I know where he is doesn't mean I'm not going to go talk to her. But we're going to talk to her in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you can watch it live, mixer.com/Morrpix. You can watch it on demand there also after it's streamed weeknights, either 9 or 10 p.m. You can watch it later at youtube.com/Morrpix. Weekdays at 2 or 3 p.m. videos go up. Or you can watch it at morrpix.com where all my streams go up along with movies of the day and games of the day. Until next time, be happy, be safe, and peace out.